Chief, I want to do a quick Patreon video because here we are, we're stuck in Crescent City. And we are going to be here for a few days at least. And there's no guarantee that we can even make this next run. We're literally within 300 miles. We could turn the boat over anytime we want to now.
Yeah.
We have way past our obligation as far as that. But because the original contract was only to Ensenada, and then from there to San Diego, and then the owner said, I'll come get it. But now he's saying, can you just bring it all the way to me? And any one of these inlets that we're coming into, we could stop at any time. We're literally within 300, we're about 300 miles from the inlet that he wants, the marina of these little marinas that we're stopping at, to where he actually wants us to drop the boat. But it doesn't even stop there. It goes into this special little entrance. And any time that we wanted to take that captain on to take us through those waters, we could do that at any time. The one big problem is I have a family commitment on the 7th. I've got to leave here. So George has said, well, if this is where the boat stops, right here in Crescent City, it's where it stops. And we can just stop right here. I can get off the boat. I can go do my family vacation. And then what we may do is leave Pete on the boat because he'll watch it and he'll just stay with the boat, and this is where you live for the next month, maybe 2 months.
I might be able to get those rails done.
Yeah, he'll chip away at boat projects, start prepping wood. He can get the sander out. He can start sanding on the doors. There's so much work that he can do. It's easy to justify.
Yeah.
So that's behind the scenes. And also, just so you guys know, we've been at this for 46 days. That's just the sea run. That was from May 12th till now. And it's been a hell of a run. I'm exhausted beyond exhaustion.
Yeah.
It's
just because we go nonstop.
And it's caught up with me. It caught up with Pete. This is the first time we've slept in and I don't even know how long.
Yeah.
Usually we're running at night because we're usually running at 5 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning.
And even when we're running, then we got to get in and we got to prep for the next day. So you just never get a break.
Never get a break. Nope. It's just run, and it's almost like 24/7. This boat and this operation, and something always needs attention all the time.
Finally caught up to me yesterday. I was just done.
Yeah, so I was exhausted. I was beyond exhaustion. So it's good to stop here. We got a Home Depot real close to us.
Yeah,
we have a Harbor Freight. We have a huge marine store. And so we got a really good facility, good dock. We got good 50 amp power. Yeah. It's another thing.
Which we haven't had in
we
a couple
haven't.
weeks or maybe even 3 weeks.
And it's hard to explain to people, but if you don't know what you have for power, like when I plugged the boat in originally when we got this marine, I said, this is no good. I was looking at my gauges and I said, I only have 100 volts coming in here. It's not enough to run the boat. We need 240 volts. We need two 110 legs. So on a 50 amp service, what it is two separate 120 volt legs. So when you see it in your boat, you should see 240. I was only seeing 100 volts of that. So only half the leg was working and it wasn't working very well.
Yeah.
So there's no way I was switching power over to that. So they actually moved us to a different spot. Yeah. And then I turned it on immediately. I had 250 volts, what I normally would have.
Yeah. And the boat hasn't been plugged in a long time, so now everything can do what it does.
Yeah, and that's when we lost the battery charger. We've lost. So anyway,
issues on the front end of the boat from that bad weather the other day.
Yep, from the bad weather. It's all just kind of caught up with us. And guys, to tell you the fucking truth, this is no bullshit. There was fucking water coming in everywhere.
Yeah.
On that front windshield. It all needs to be pulled out and sealed. That's all going to be done when it gets to the next boatyard. Yeah. But to put the yacht through that kind of stress anymore, we just can't do it. And we're in this ebby sea. And what it is it's a south swell with a north wind, and it just jacks these waves up right next to each other. 5, 6, 7, 11 feet. It's coming, Chief. It's
out of my comfort zone.
So anyway, we are not going to mess with that. We're just going to stay parked here until we get the weather window, which I think is the 2nd of July or even the 3rd of July. And then we're just going to make a final run. We only literally have 36 hours to get to that marina. The only thing we won't have is when I get there, I want to change the oil, jump on a plane, and I'm out of here. Where
And I can stay with it to take it to the final if they want me to.
And then I'm going to come, regardless of anything that happens. George is having me back for a week to 10 days. And we're going to go, me and him are just going to take the boat out for it.
So George can learn all the...
everything about the boat.
He'll
just
take a vacation and...
We'll head down to Alaska and back probably.
Yeah.
If we get one last shot at that this summer. But I've got like a busy schedule for a month, but I'll clear it off.
Plus, he's got a few things that have to be done. We have to get those lights, and there's some stuff
that has to be done. Yeah,
can't run this.
And so Pete we'll both be involved with this boat the rest of our lives. There's no question about that. And then one of us, more than likely on any big trip, would be on the boat. In my opinion, it would be either me or Pete from here for the rest of its life. With this owner, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
A new owner could buy it and he could sell it as he gets older, but I think he's planning on enjoying it for a long, long, long time. Yeah. But the reality of all of this is it's a lot of hard work. It's timeless, endless days. Yeah. And there's, at times, you gotta, it's suck it up, buttercup. And you got to have a lot of knowledge. You got to, electrician, a mechanic, all the skill levels between. It takes both of us pretty much to run this yacht. So, Anyway, peace out, Patreons. I hope you guys are enjoying these series. The videos are very long lately. I know the true Patreons are watching them. And, just thank you so much. And it's hard to put in, a 12, 24-hour day in a 10, 15, 20-minute video. So that's why these last ones are pretty long, but they're also interesting because we're listening to the Coast Guard, we're listening to weather reports, we're listening to everything out there. Anyway, peace out. Remember, live life with no regret. We do. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.